Hey y'all, it's Taylor from Tattooedteacherplans. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Today we're doing a flip through of my 2019-20 memory planner. So I have my own style that I've kind of adapted, well not adapted, that I've created over the past couple of years, and there are so many ways to do memory planning. So this is just one of them. And if you are wondering about anything about this planner, I'm going to go ahead and leave two links at the top of the description. One is my frequently asked questions blog post. It covers pretty much every question I've ever gotten. And the second is a video that I did a couple of weeks ago where I set up my new memory planner, but as I did that, I answered like all of the questions, and I also did a tutorial about how I print my pictures at the very end of that. So check those out if you're curious about anything going on in this planner. So I think we should just open it up and get started. So I don't really use a ton of the stuff at the front, so we're going to go straight to the July monthly spread. So this spread, or all of my monthlies, are gratitude, and so this one, of course, is gratitude, and then maybe a little bit of journaling over here. But I do my daily gratitude here. I usually do it about every week or every couple days. It just depends. Sometimes it's every day, but very rarely. And I just love how this looks when it's done, because you really get to kind of look through and see what happened and kind of what I was grateful for in a specific time. So yeah, this was a good month, I think, because I got to have a lot of family time, although it was hard with my wrist. I had broken my wrist back in June, and I had surgery on this day, but recovery was a little rough at first, but we got stronger and we got through it. So this is the first spread, and this one I did weeks after this because I couldn't plan for a while. So this was the day that I had my surgery. This was a really rough day. My sister came and stayed with me, and I just had a lot of pain, and it was just a lot of just sleep is what was happening here. This kit's from Scribble Prince Co. I'll try to remember to say where the kits are from, but just know that probably none of them are available because they're so old. But this is cute. Here was the 4th of July. I didn't get to go to the family reunion, but I grabbed that picture of my mom and her brothers and sisters with my great aunt. Well, my great great aunt, really. No, just my great aunt is my granddad's sister. All right, this kit is from Saucy Stickers Co. I love this spread. It's so beautiful. I love it so much. But this was me kind of in my recovery zone, just trying to get more active and just kind of do what I could. I got to go out to dinner or lunch with my friend Kat. That was delicious. I haven't been back since, I don't think. I need to get back there because their food is delicious. I'm going to try not to make this video 1,000 years long, but I do want you to be able to see like every spread. So here is kind of mid-June or July, and I got my cast off, and you can see a really gross picture of what it looked like underneath. But yeah, my skin was not doing well, but I was just glad to be free and be able to move my hand around again. That's all I wanted. And my family came and kind of stayed with me for a couple of days, which was really nice. Veronica Mars reunion or revival was really good, but I feel like I need more episodes after that last episode. If you've watched it, you know what I'm talking about. And then here is kind of, I was starting to go back to work, I think. Yeah. And I met the new elementary principal, did some running. I just tried to do what I could physically just to kind of stay somewhat in shape. Went to a workshop, that was really good. We went out to lunch. And then here's my August gratitude. So cute. I love this. This is a kit from Virgo and Paper. This is so cute. I was just working at school. Started the new or last season of Orange is the New Black. This is from Glam Planner. It's really cute. I think it was called Lemonade or something like that. My friend Jennifer's birthday. Got to see George Couros. That was really cool. He is very dynamic and interesting. I love that show Glow. It's so cute. This is a very old kit from GP Sticker Studio, although it's only GP Studio now. Let's see. We got our incentive pay, which was nice. And lots of meetings. William Clark Green concert. That was one of the last concerts I went to, actually. And now we're just in limbo. New season of Mindhunter. Love that. This is Glam Planner. This is so cute. This was the week before school started, so it was just lots of stuff at school. I went back for a little checkup. This was really cool. My sister went to a book signing and she got my copy of Chase Darkness with Me signed by the author, which was so cool. And then let's get into September. Here is my gratitude spread. This is so pretty. I love the way this looks. And then this was the first week of school. This kit is from Scribble Prince Co. I worked the rodeo. We're not even having the rodeo this year, but I always have good memories and good food memories from working at the rodeo because we get fed very well. I think this was a good week of school, if I remember. Weird week. I felt horrible. Yes, I got sick. I don't know what happened. I thought it was just, I think it was just a cold, but I definitely did not feel well this week. And then on, what day was that? Yeah, Saturday, I was at the rodeo and there was a mass shooting where my parents live, and thankfully they weren't in town that weekend. So I called them like frantically, you know, but everything was okay. And then this is a kit from Glam Planner. I know this one was called Pumpkin Spice. It's really cute. So we had the day off. Bought tickets to go see Legally Blonde the musical. And then here was when I finally like got back on track with YouTube and everything, because this is one of my favorite hobbies, is planning and doing YouTube as well. And I just didn't get to really like give my full energy to YouTube for a little while, but I got back into it. Watching Downton Abbey. I remember that. This is a kit from Sadie's Stickers. This was when we went to go see Legally Blonde. It was so adorable. Really, really good. I like to include, like, if I have pay stubs and stuff. So I think that looks cute how I kind of layered everything. To a cross country meet. I always like the starting line of the meets. They're really cool. And then this is from the Crafty Banana. This is so adorable. Went to go see the Downton Abbey movie. That was so good. I took a mental health day because sometimes you just need one. And this was homecoming week, so this was one of my students, well, former students, with her gigantic mom. And I ordered a new computer because mine was so, just did not have any memory left. It was just dead. And then here is a kit from Sadie's Stickers. This is so pretty. It has like this copper hollow foil on it. It's just really beautiful. So we got the announcement about Go Wild. I thought I was going to go and I decided not to for several reasons, but I do still want to go in the future. Definitely want to go. And then my friend Jennifer had her baby shower. Oh, I started conferencing with my kids. That was good. The Lilac Girls is giving me nightmares. I really, really loved that book, but it did definitely give me some nightmares. And then here is October. This is really cute too. This is like one of the oldest washies that I have. It's from Scotch and it's so old. Alright, this is a Crafty Banana kit. Super cute. My sister sent me some new pictures of my nephew. Got the all clear from my doctor. This was a good week. This kit is from GP Studio and it is really pretty and soft. Very light and bright. This was a workshop that I did not want to go to, but it was one of those like, you need to sign up for this and go. Oh, I love this spread so much. So this was kind of a family weekend, and my sisters and my mom and my nephew came and stayed with me for a long weekend, and we just had a really, really good time. It was good. Finally watched yesterday. I loved that movie. Just fun pictures of my nephew. He looks so cute. He is so cute. And then this is from Glam Planner. It's like themed for, why am I blanking on the movie? Hocus Pocus. So cute and bright. Like the colors are so neon. Oh, this was the day we had this freak snowstorm and I had to drive home in that, and it was nerve-wracking. We'll get into this, or November. Here's my gratitude. I love this spread. It's so pretty. This is a Caress Press kit, and this was one of the last kits that I used from her before she went on hiatus, which thankfully she's back now, but I did overlays with Sadie stickers, and it's just so pretty. Love this. And then this kit is from Glam Planner, and it just has these pretty overlays on it. I think it's beautiful. I like it a lot. I met baby Riker. This was my friend Jennifer's baby. I went over and held him for a little while. And then this is from Wild Summer Designs, and it's just kind of simple and pretty. I ordered a new chair for my office. I still sit in that and read it, or read in it. We had a fun planner club meeting. This is really cute. I love these stickers from Fox and Cactus. I use them every year now. So this was kind of a rough week. So my sister went through a miscarriage, and it really affected our entire family, and this was the week that happened, and it was really, really, really tough for our family, but we got through it, and my sister is thankfully pregnant now. So I don't know, it was just, we were not prepared for it, and it just was really heartbreaking for everybody. So whenever I look at this spread, that's what I remember. Is I have some journaling under here that, and here, of just, you know, some lots of heavy feelings. But at the end of the week, I did have Friendsgiving, and that was really, really good. Like, I needed that friend time, and then the next week I was able to go and hang out with my family, which was really nice. So here's my December gratitude. That's really cute. The colors are kind of unexpected, and I like all of the gold foil. It's really adorable. So this is Thanksgiving week, and this kit is from Sadie Stickers. I love this kit so, so much. It's beautiful. I would definitely use this kit again. It's just, it's beautiful. I love it. And I got to go visit my parents and my middle sister, and I got to hang out with their dog, and I love that dog so much. So cute. And then this is the first week of December. This kit is from Scrapbooking Co. I don't remember what it was called, but it's cute. We drew for Secret Santa. I was doing a lot of stuff at work this week, for sure. I remember this week a lot. And then this kit is from Glam Planner, I believe. I'm pretty sure. Or no, Scrapbooking Co. And then I used overlays from Sadie Stickers, which I love that bottom washi overlay. It's so pretty. Love it. And then this is from the Crafty Banana. This is one of her scene kits. It looks so cute. Got some new pics of my nephew. He's adorable. We did our Secret Santa. Got a cute picture of my kitties. My car battery died. I remember that. My neighbor saved the day. Oh, I love this spread. This is so cute. So this was the week of Christmas. This is Scrapbooking Co. This looks so cute. There, I did it again with the little ticket. I think that looks so cute. Oh, my mom and my nephew. So cute. This was a really, really good holiday, but I'm one of those people who has like seasonal depression, and like the holidays are hard sometimes. This year was the best it's been in probably forever, but I did have a little moment, a little breakdown on Saturday morning, but the rest of it was amazing. And then we get into January. So here is my January gratitude. And then this is the first week of the year, and this is from Saucy Sticker. No, Our Box Stickers. I got to hold Riker at brunch for like, I don't even know how long, like an hour. He's so sweet. Did my new goals. Feeling very motivated. My cute kitty. I did start my yoga. I did yoga for 30 days in January. That was amazing. Okay, this is a kit from Wild Summer Designs, and I just wanted to kind of bring in some more of that, like, you know, healthy kind of, you know, I had like my fresh start kit here, and then do some kind of like health related thing, because I always have health goals when the new year rolls around. Looks like this week was rough at work a little bit. This is super cute. This is from Glam Planner. I don't think I filmed this spread, but I filmed most of these. But let's see what was going on this week that I have a note of. Nothing. I finished my office. I don't know what pen I used this week, but it looks really good. I think it was like one of my Villa Beautiful pens. Okay, here is a kit from Wild Summer Designs. First migraine of 2020. Oh, Troop Zero is so cute. I love that movie. This was fun too. I went to an event where people came and like brought their best mac and cheese recipe, and we had a team of kids and the culinary arts teacher, who's my friend, compete. Theirs was very good. Went to the canyon, worked on my February goals. I've been getting better about working on my goals, like making it part of my routine. And this is the first year that I've been really, really intentional about that. And it is helping. And I'm getting better every single month. I had a little bit of a slip up in April and May because like the world was burning. But things are better now. They're getting better. I'm working on kind of setting weekly action items too, so that's helping as well. Here's February gratitude. Super cute. I love the leopard and the paw prints. So this is a kit from Crafty Banana. Oh, I remember that meal. It was like some kind of chutney, mango chutney or something. And these carrots were delicious, and there was naan with cheese on it. Oh, so good. I started going to the chiropractor. I haven't been in a while because of everything that's been going on, but I will eventually get back to that. Went to a workshop. That workshop was really good. Went to the canyon, bought my yearly pass. That was one of my goals, was to buy a pass and go hiking every month. So every day but one in January, that's pretty good. This kit is from Scribble Prints Co. And I see this right off the bat. That podcast is fantastic. It's about Midland and Odessa, which is where my parents live. And I lived there for like a year. But it's a very interesting podcast. It covers a lot of stuff about their economy and culture and everything, history. That documentary was excellent. If you haven't watched that on Netflix, so good. But another stressful drive home because of a freak snowstorm. We took our club pick for the yearbook for our planner club. Happy hour was much needed. Oh, and we had brunch that day too. I remember because we had mimosas at brunch and then we had Chilton's in the in the evening. Okay, this is a Crafty Banana kit. This is the notebook collection. It's so pretty. And I tried something kind of new with the placement of the full boxes. I thought that was kind of fun. Went out to the canyon. Again, I remember that day. It was so pretty. The skies were just like giant and beautiful. And my kitty, look at her. She's so cute. I started kind of reading again in the spring, and I've been kind of getting that momentum back, which is really nice. This is from Shop Jessica Hearts. This is really cute. It was like themed on Breakfast at Tiffany's, which I really love that movie, and it's cute. I like it. I love this bottom washi. Oh, yeah, having lots of trouble with my 9th period. I remember that. Mainly just 2 kids, but we kind of ironed it out, and then like school shut down, so I don't feel like I totally got to wrap that situation up. But yeah, things did get better eventually. That was so pretty, the clouds that day on the way to work. I loved High Fidelity on Hulu. So good. Here is my March gratitude. This is adorable. The only time I use colored pens is in my monthly gratitude spreads. So this is a very old kit from Glam Planner, and this is really cute. Oh, this was when we had these nurses come in, and they were like trained to do this, but they did a program about vaping because I'm sure like every school has this problem, but our kids think they're invincible, and they were vaping a lot. So this was horrifying. Watching their videos and their presentation was crazy. Oh, this was the day of the horror tornado blizzard, whatever we want to call it. It was the land hurricane, and we've had several, but this one had snow in it too, so it was crazy. I remember I was going to the chiropractor and I came out and it was snowing in the middle of a dust storm. It was crazy. We had happy hour again. Jennifer brought her baby. Got to hold him for a while again. Oh, I had a perfect month. My first ever perfect month. Amazing. I've gotten a couple since then, but it's tough. You have to like really be focused and have enough time to do everything. Like if you're super busy, I don't know how you can close all your rings all the time. It's hard. Today I'm going to give it my some. That's how I feel. A lot of the time. Okay, this is a kind of mismatch of lots of different things from the Capital Chic Designs line at Target. And I love this washi. This was International Women's Week, I think. Yeah. And I just love this washi. I'm obsessed with it. I need to get another roll of it because I'm afraid I'm going to run out. It's so cute. So cute. Yeah, this meme kind of cracked me up. If your boy crush had this haircut, it's time for your eye cream. Can you relate to that? This podcast is amazing. If you liked the TV show back in the day, you would love that. International Women's Day there. Little kitty. This is a Sadie stickers kit. Super cute. So this was right before everything went to hell. And I went to go visit my sister and my nephew for a little while. And we had a really great weekend. I ended up coming back early. You'll see that on the next page. But it was really, really good family time. This was just such a weird time. We had a couple of days to prep for shutting down school, and we just never went back, and it was just really, really strange. We had a half day to prep, and that's it. And I feel like our school did a really good job, but it was crazy. And then I just left and went to Dallas this morning, and I'm really glad that I did. I don't regret it at all. I think it was the right thing to do, and I'm so glad that I got to see them because I haven't seen them since, and I don't know when I'm going to see them again. But I got some beaver nuggets from Buc-ee's. We made Dr. Pepper floats. We stayed home and watched a lot of movies and TV shows. Just hung out. Built lots of bubbles. My nephew's one of his first words was bubbles. 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 And then this is a kit from the Crafty Banana, and I used some overlays and stuff from Sadie stickers. So we decided, my sister and I, to go to Waco for the night, and we stayed in this dome house. It was the coolest thing ever. I loved it. It's called the Shalom Dome if you ever want to stay in it in Waco. And we just like chilled out. We went to Magnolia for a little bit, but other than that, we just chilled at the Airbnb, and we stopped at the Czech stop for some kolaches. And I drove home this day. This was a very, very long day because we had left Waco, went back to Dallas, and then I drove all the way home. And it was really hard to say goodbye because, like I said, we didn't know when we were going to see each other again. And we haven't since. But we've been FaceTiming pretty regularly, so that's helping a lot. Went for a hike. It looks like I have on a cape. I do not. My nephew said Tay-Tay for the first time, which is what he calls me. So cute. This was when this was spring break, and I was trying to figure out how to work from home. That was a big adjustment, but I did figure it out, and it was good. And I reorganized my dresser, Marie Kondo style. Oh, this is so pretty. This is from Nikki Plus 3. So this was the first week working from home, and really kind of in the thick of it, well, really just the beginning of everything, not even the thick of it. This was when I was starting to go a little bit crazy because you're just kind of like, you don't know what's happening. You're just kind of doing what you can, and it was just a little bit nuts. So we took this day off of work, and then we started work like back to school online with digital learning this day. Luckily, I was able to Zoom with the other instructional coaches and just kind of like get our feet under us. And then we had our first faculty Zoom meeting that day. I'm kind of losing it. Yes, I remember this day. I just decided to lay on the lawn because I needed some sun, and I just needed a minute to chill out. And that's what I needed. We had a Zoom happy hour. That was fun. This is so cool. If you have not done this, Google has, like, if you search like 3D tiger or lion or whatever, they have all these animals that you can pick from, and it like does this VR experience in your home. It's really cool. I like it. All right, here is my April gratitude, and this one is probably my favorite. I love the colors. I think it's really pretty. Ooh, this is cute. This is from Creating & Co. So this was when we were like in it for sure when it comes to like staying home and sheltering in place and all that. The governor issued the order on this day. And I love this. I made a new emoji that I call mild panic. This is kind of how I was feeling for like weeks. Dear 2020, your mom's a hoe? Yep. I had a problem with eating too much during this time. I don't know if any of you have had that issue during, at least during full quarantine. It was a lot. Okay, this is Easter week, which Easter definitely did not feel the same at all. But this kit is from Scrapbooking Co. This is really cute. I can't remember what this is. There's a note under there, and I'm pretty sure it's about like my sister. She's about 16 weeks now, I think. So we're in the safe zone, I think. All right, so this is from Glam Planner, and this is one of my very favorite kits. I think it's so cute. It was called Meow, I think. It's so cute. I love this one. I just love the whole thing. It's so cute. I watched the second season of Big Little Lies. Loved that. This was the first time that I wore a mask in the store because that was kind of becoming more normalized. And my mom sent me some masks, and yeah, that was the first day. And ever since then, been wearing my mask everywhere. Okay, I was watching a lot of TV, I see here, because I watched Outer Banks, which I liked it. I didn't fully love it, but I liked it a lot. And then I was watching Waco, which was excellent. I think I watched that on Hulu. Really good. Although the last episode is not fully factual, but it's good. I love that. I started my paint by numbers, which is done now. Oh, this is adorable. So this is from Coffee Monsters Co. It looks so cute. Got back to meal prepping. We did a little birthday drive-by for one of my students, who's also one of my friend's daughters. This was when I was not having a good day. This was when I was like, I started crying on this day and like couldn't stop because I just wasn't sleeping well, and I was feeling very isolated and very lonely. I wasn't doing great. Luckily, my friend Kat invited me to come and sit on her lawn, and we just chatted, and it was exactly what I needed. Actually, like that night, I slept through the night like great. It was amazing. You know, sleep and like your mental health is like totally connected. This is funny because I have this picture of me with makeup on for the first time in 4 weeks. Since this week, I have worn makeup a total of 2 times, and I haven't even worn foundation since this day. And this was back in April. So I guess I'm just not wearing makeup anymore. I'm just like, I don't wear it anymore. What's the point? Especially if I'm wearing a mask. Like, slap on some mascara and like go. Or not. Like, I'm totally comfortable with my bare face now. My kitties were snuggling. That was really cute. Oh, this was awesome. So I ordered margaritas and pizza from one of my favorite places because the governor said that we could order mixed drinks to go. And so I was like, hell yeah, let's do it. And I had margaritas and pizza that night. It was awesome. So here is my May gratitude spread. This is looking very cute. Kind of went all out with this one. It was definitely better than April, but May was still a little bit rough too. Okay, this is from Creating & Co. This is really cute and full. I really like how this looks. Got torchies. Oh, that was such a cute show. So glad it got a second season because it is adorable. Making my May goals more realistic. I did have to totally simplify my goals, but we're okay. We're gonna get there. This is not normal life in a pandemic, so gotta adapt those goals. I walked over 125 miles in April, which was amazing. All right, here is a kit. This was Mother's Day week. This is from Virgo and Paper. It's so cute. Love it. So I finally finished my paint by numbers painting. That was actually a really good project to do during all of this because it was like mindless. Like I would sit there and just completely like mind blank and just paint, and it was really good. Just what I needed. We chatted on Zoom. Oh, I got to letter a student's diploma because he was graduating early. This was the day that was hashtag run for a mod. Felt so weird that the school year was winding down. Yes. This I know is about, oh, I guess I can show it to you. Here is my new niece or nephew. This was my birthday week and I went to school. We were all like scheduled with a specific time and day to go clean out our rooms and stuff. So I did that on Monday and I ordered some chacos, which I'd been wanting for a while. Hit 9K on YouTube. Lots of books. I got a lot of books for my birthday. I had a rough morning on my birthday, and then my friends totally surprised me. I didn't even take any pictures or anything because I was just having a good time with my friends, which I guess is like a good sign of like you were having a good time if you didn't stop to even think about taking pictures. But it was just really, really good to see everybody, and I got to have a good family FaceTime on that day, which was really nice. And it was my mom's birthday. We did the same thing for her. Ooh, this is pretty. So this is a kit from Sadie's Stickers, and it's so pretty. That book was really good. I finished it like the next week or the week after. I got my bed planted. This was the last week of school. This was graduation. Here I am sitting in my chair with my feet propped up watching graduation on my iPad, which is crazy. So weird. And this was our last faculty Zoom, and we were all just kind of over it. My kitties are being cute. This was the point where we hit US deaths hit 100,000, which is like just completely unfathomable, and now unfathomable. My brain is not working because I can't even understand that number. But now it's like even worse. It's just crazy. All right, here is the last week of May, and this is a kit from GP Studio called Stay Home. Really cute. So this was Memorial Day, and then I started reading The Radium Girls. I went out for a hike. It was gorgeous out there. It was hot, but it was gorgeous. Made some donations. I had another perfect month. The protests were happening on this day. Here is my June gratitude. So this is the last gratitude spread in here. This one's very pretty too. I like all of the hollow. This is a kit from Sadie's Stickers, and it's really beautiful. This week was a lot of learning and just kind of absorbing information. So this was Blackout Tuesday. I was doing lots of reading, listening to a podcast, trying to incorporate some new BIPOC podcasts. This one's really good, by the way. Murder History Girls. It's two sisters, and they are really fun to listen to. This was out at Cadillac Ranch, which is close to where I live. It's an art installation, and it's they painted it. It was just very moving. I even have the blown up pictures here. This is a kit from Glam Planner. This is a super old kit, like years and years old. And let's see here. Oh, I worked the phone bank for Powered by People, getting people registered to vote. I am planning on doing that again, but they haven't had any that I could do, but I will. I'll do it again for sure. Working on diversifying my media. Those two podcasts are great. Crime Noir is excellent. Lots of reading. There's another sonogram of my nephew or niece. Alright, here is a scrapbooking kit. And the big thing this week was on Thursday, we went out to the canyon, and my friend Kat and I hiked to the lighthouse, which is like the most popular trail if you ever go to Powder Canyon. And I hadn't done it in a couple years. It just takes a really long time, and it's so hot out there. You have to get out there like really early in the morning, and you really can't like stop. You have to like go and back, or it's going to be literally 120 degrees when you get back to the parking lot. But it was worth it. It was so fun, and it was good and just great. Although I was exhausted the next day. Pay off my credit card, we have a new budget, watch The Watchmen. It was Father's Day. We had a really good phone call that day. And then this is the last spread in this memory planner. This is from Glam Planner, and it's like a tiny house themed kit. It's so cute. My friend Courtney, she officially resigned this day, and so this was kind of a hard week, like kind of coming to terms with saying goodbye to her in terms of like working together, but you know, also congratulating her on her new position. It was kind of lots of emotions. I really loved this book. Highly recommend it. It was great. FaceTimed with Callie and my nephew. The premiere of I'll Be Gone in the Dark was, oh, that show is so good. That documentary is great as well. And then I just have a couple of extra pictures back here. I've got some cards and things like that in here, and some more cards, and just kind of, I love that card. It's funny. Back in the pocket, and that is it. So you got to see the whole thing. So this is basically my scrapbook of this academic year, and I just love this planner so much. This is the one I sit down and flip through from time to time. So from here, it's going up into my shelves, and it will be kind of in my little display, but it was a good memory planner. Lots of good memories in here, lots of hard things, but I'm really glad that I document everything in this way. And I just love memory planning. Again, if you have any questions about my style of memory planning, I have those links down in the description. And then if those don't answer it for you, definitely you can leave a comment for me down below. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I always love flipping through my planners. And if you did like it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And I'll see you next time. Bye!